Greetings to all of the goddesses and the men who adore us. I am T. Erica, the publisher of ConquerHim.com, and I'm very excited to talk about this topic tonight. Woo-hoo-hoo! So, all of you women out there, you're looking at me and you're thinking, wow, she's a regular woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a regular woman, but I appear to be. I'm a woman who has achieved things in life that any of you can achieve if you make a decision. I've been to down the road that you are probably in right now, unsure of myself, not confident, in relationships that were not beneficial to me. But at this point in my life, never again. I love my life. I'm having a great time. I am achieving all of my dreams. I am so happy. And I want to share some of the secrets for being able to achieve that with you. Some of them are a bit unconventional. And you might not agree, but that's fine. But I'm just going to tell you how I came to a point where I don't yearn for anything in life. I'm not sitting here wishing life would be different. Not at all. I'm not sitting here miserable. I interact with people when I feel like it. And if they don't meet my standards, I don't interact with them. And I'm not missing out on anything. I achieve all of my goals, regardless of if people are supporting me or not. And you can get to that point too. But I'm going to share with you how to start being a dominant woman. So you say you want to be a dominant woman and you think you are, and it's mainly because you have to take control during situations where you're interacting with others, or you naturally take control because you feel that you're smart enough, and if people do things your way, things will turn out fine. I understand that. I feel like that too. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though if I'm in a situation and no one knows what to do, I need to make the decision for everyone. And I'm okay with that. But I'm also okay with not making the decision. Why? Because I don't need to have control over everything that happens in every part of my life. I'm not a controlling person, but I can take control if necessary. Things don't have to line up exactly how I envision them in order for me to be happy. I can make the best out of any situation, no matter what happens. That is being a dominant woman. That is being dominant over my own life. So how can you be dominant over your own life, over your own emotions, over your own situations at all times, and turn it into something that will benefit you? Well, first things first. And I know this may sound a little strange, but in order for me to be a dominant woman over my own life and over my own emotions and over my circumstances, and know how to transform any situation into a situation that can benefit me, I had to be willing to not have what I want. Yeah. Those things that you're demanding that be your way. I must be this certain weight. I must earn this certain income. This person must treat me in this certain way, or I will just explode. I must have this number of followers on social media. Anything that you feel that you need to have control over in order for you to feel good about yourself, you have to let go. So that's what I'm saying. Being dominant is not about making everything happen the exact way that you envision it in your life. That is not what being dominant is about. Being dominant, being a dominant woman, a powerful woman, is about whatever life is presenting itself to you, you're turning it into something that could benefit you. That's what it's about. So when you're willing to not have the vision that you have, and you're okay with transforming everything around you, you become more poised. You're not emotional. You're not breaking down at every time someone else comes in and wrecks shop or deters your plans. You stay in that same aura of being a goddess, because you know that no matter what storm may come, you can still come out on top. So be willing to not have exactly what you want when it comes to things that the world presents to you. You don't have to see the exact movie that you chose all the time. It does not have to come 86 degrees in order for you to feel that it's a great day. You know what? 76 is good. It's cool. It's cool. I can deal with 76 degrees, Point number 2, be willing. Oh, this is so good. To be alone. Yes. I know you're thinking, well, how am I going to be a dominant woman if I'm single? Hello? Being dominant has nothing to do with being in a relationship. If your partner's coming to you saying, I want you to dominate me, he's really saying, I want you to be fine being without me. How is that? It's true. A person who's interacting with someone else and they're not being dominant is because they're trying to please the person. They're trying to win the person. They're fearful of losing the person. So they can't be dominant if they have those fears, or if they're chasing, or if they're yearning, or if they just, well, I just want him to like me. I just want him to choose me. And why isn't he happy with me? And believe me, I'm not even teasing you, because I used to be like that. Now that I'm willing to be alone, now that I am my very favorite person to spend time with, a man can't say anything to me that I do not like without being permanently dismissed from my life, because I don't need him. I don't need his support. I don't need his penis. I don't need his love. I don't need his attention. I don't need his affection. I don't need his time. I don't need any of that. And because I don't need any of that and I'm willing to be alone, whenever they're around me, they're going to act right, or they're going to be out the door. So if you're trying to become a dominant woman, you have to learn to be alone. Set your standards to be alone. Because if you don't, then you're going to be running behind them, and there's no way you can be dominant while you're running behind someone and trying to be what they're asking you to be instead of who you want to be. Whoever it is you want to be, it's okay to be that. And the only way to truly be dominant over your own life is to be exactly who you want to be, and never try to please someone else. Never try to be who they think you should be. Never try to earn their love or respect. Never do that. If you're trying to please them, you can't be dominant at the same time. Be unlikable if that's who you are. Be a loner if that's who you are. Be selfish if that's who you are. Be who you are if you want to be dominant over your own life. Be willing to walk away from situations that do not please you. Yes, this is very important. This is what I observed in myself and in other people that I notice who have dominant personalities, people who others want to gravitate towards and be like them or follow them. You know what I notice about them? That if someone threatens them, like if you don't do what I say, or if you don't interact with me the way I want you to, I'm not going to be your friend, or I'm not going to support you. And that dominant person will say, okay, that's fine. If the situation is not pleasing you, walk away, lose out. If it's $1 million on the table and I don't like this person's attitude that's presenting it to me, guess what? I'll find another way to make my $1 million. They can keep that check. I will tear it up in their face. That is what being a dominant woman and a dominant person means. It means not allowing what someone else is offering you to make you shrink and change who you are just to get that thing that they're offering. Fuck that thing that they're offering. Find another way to get it. And you will if you're resourceful and wise and a good leader. If the situation doesn't please you, I'm done. Walk away. Most likely they're going to come back and they're going to try to please you, because anybody who's offering you something isn't just offering it to you for your benefit. They're getting something out of it. And if you're willing to walk away, it means that you recognize your value. Then they're going to recognize your value even more. And they're probably going to come back offering even more than what they were offering before. So that's a good tip to remember. My last tip is to set standards for your life and for your interactions with others. How do you become dominant? The best way is to set standards. How do you set standards? You got to know what you want. You got to know how you want to be treated. You got to know how you want to be addressed. Call me Goddess, or call me T. Erica. Or when you speak to me, you need to speak in these tones. When you write to me, never write an exclamation point. Never use the word I need help. I have standards set for interactions with me in my life. And if the person doesn't meet them, then they're gone automatically. There are certain interactions you don't show up to my door without calling. There are certain things that annoy me, certain things that I like. And all of those things are the standards that I have for my life. And because, like I mentioned before on point number 3, I'm willing to be alone, I enforce those standards by cutting off communication. If the person does not recognize and respect my standards, I'm not running behind anybody. I'm not trying to convince them of my value. I set my standards. I express it to them. My standards aren't set and I just hope they meet them. I say, this is what I want. When we're going out on a date, I don't want you to say no to me at any time. If at any time you say no to me, or anytime I feel like you're not valuing my presence, then that's the end of our relationship immediately. I express it. And then if they don't follow it, or if they don't respect it, I'm not going to say, well, I'll give you another chance. No, I'm going to say, this is what you did, and I told you I didn't like it, and I hear what they have to say. They could say, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, you know what I'm saying, and I'll do better. Then that's when they'll get another chance. But if they say, sorry, I'm just not going to be able to do that, then okay, then, I guess that's the end of what we're doing. And I wish you the best in life. We're just not a good match for each other. So you have to set your standards for your own life, not just in relationships with others, but for yourself. How do you want your apartment to look? How do you want your career to go? Set your standards and make sure that they come true, to the best of your ability, and allow others to come in and to meet your standards. Another thing that I want to encourage you, and I have to tell women a lot, is to allow others to serve them. We independent women, powerful women, we know we can do it by ourselves. I can carry my groceries by myself. I can open my own doors. I can pick up my own tab. But if someone is offering to do it for you, it doesn't make you any less of a woman to accept it. Accept assistance from others. They're appreciating your dominance. They're appreciating your power. They're trying to show you love through their service to you. Don't stop them. Allow them to show you a tribute. Allow them to show you that they care. Allow them to be who they are, which is probably a submissive person who wants to please you. So that's how you start being a dominant woman. I've given you some great tips. I hope that it was beneficial to you. If you want more personalized support, if you want to meet with me, if you want to chat with me, if you want me to hold your hand for about a month as we go through our FLR leadership training program for women, definitely sign up. Use the link below. Visit conquerhim.com to learn more about it, and we can get you together. We can get you to the point where you feel as though you can walk on water, and I promise that. So thank you so much for watching. I am T. Erica, the publisher of conquerhim.com, and I do look forward to working with you one day. Join our training programs over at conquerhim.com.